Welcome back, friends. So, there is all expectations now from the Union Budget 2023, and if you watch uh, the expectations list or have read it, then people are talking that so much that as if you are going to kickstart the economy with this budget. Friends, many analysts are talking of jump starting, kick starting. Well, that's not how it's going to be. The economy is doing fine, firstly. Secondly, this is not a budget. This is the last budget of the incumbent government before the general elections in 2024. So, this is not the time when um, you kickstart by some new schemes, grandiose schemes, and things like that. But yes, you may try to please a lot of people. But there also, I remember I was watching P. Chidambaram's speech on the budget once. This was just 1 year before the budget, and I was trying to see what could be the similarities. Nice budget. He was going and coasting along. And at the end, he started talking about the Manrega scheme and over 64,000 crores of the allocation of the government for this scheme. And voila, the market started tanking like crazy. So there are political compulsions, and one can understand. After all, the government also has to be in power. If they are not in power, then how can they implement all their agenda? So this, you can't say that even if they give reveries, there's anything wrong. If their reveries are not there and people are not happy, then who will vote? If they don't vote, then how will they implement their future programs? Okay, so you can't. Please take it with a grain of salt. Like, we can very well understand. Now, in this particular budget, there are many expectations, but I feel they will try to, it will be a please all budget, but not everything may come right away. Okay, because the union budget, although coming on Wednesday, the general elections are more than a year away at this point of time. So we have Manrega scheme allocation can increase, by the way, possible. Another thing where they can touch is the Prime Minister Kisan Yojana. Okay, 6,000 per year per farm owning family. That can be hiked to maybe 7,000 or 8,000 now, and maybe a little later in the interim budget, which may be just preceding the elections, because they can always say that something more coming at that point of time. So some reveries are definitely expected. Some increase in the exemption limit possible. 250, it has remained for a long time, can go up to 270 or even 3 lakhs. Then there is a lot of deductions available for people who are investing in these various provident fund and various schemes of the government, or 1.5 lakhs is the exemption limit. That can be increased a little bit, plus the number of exemptions, number of heads where you can put your money, that can increase to please many people. So I would say it's a more of a please all budget, and there should not be any issues pertaining to the giving of the reveries. Mr. Modi does not like that much, but indirect some benefits are bound to be there. If the Prime Minister has not done it in the Kisan Yojana, then Telangana and Odisha had gone out of the way to give something much more for the farmers. So they will try to benefit the various backward classes, and all that will come. Now, what will be the impact on the markets is going to be a very, very important story. There are 3 points of time where one will be what will be the impact on Monday. I think there'll be some more discussions about Adani, although in my prior video I have mentioned that they will try to make it, try to escape from that by various institutions talking good about it. Already you have State Bank of India talking that their exposure is not that much, and it is well covered by the securitization of various Adani Group assets, and they may be right to some extent. Okay, but it's not the question of the securitization of the assets, the monetization which they would have planned. The issue was of the modus operandi anyway. Now, another thing that can come in the mind is these various other SOPs that may come from time to time, Okay, like a hike in the exemption limits. I doubt they will touch much the long-term capital gains, like hike it because they don't want to annoy people, and particularly in the midst of an uncertainty of this recent revelations about Adani. So I don't think that will happen. So do not get so disturbed. But these various allocations which are there, what impact that can have on the markets will become very, very crucial. At some point of time, the markets may not like it also. So there are various points of time at which you have to do your analysis. One is on Monday, how will the market react? On Tuesday, how will the market react? Because just a day before the budget, it's just after the economic surveys been published. Then there is Wednesday, where you have just an hour before the budget speech starts, then during the budget speech and after. So friends, it's going to be a rather interesting week, I would say, that is coming forth. And please do stay tuned. And to get a full detailed analysis, please do join Premium or Premium Plus. The number to get in touch is 9820861044. We'll be having a very detailed coverage of our expectations of the budget on all these various days of this week. It's a very crucial week. And please do be a part. We also have a small program. We started a basic program. It's called Basic Plan. We started it on the 26th of Jan, the Republic Day. You can moderately priced, but if you want a good detailed analysis, then please do join Premium Plus or Premium. You get a piece of the action, what we'll try and tell you much in advance, how we think the markets can react to the various budgetary allocations. Now, the impact of all this will be that in nominal terms, you may see an increase in the hike, exemption limits, etc. But in the inflation adjusted terms or in the real terms, that may not come about. But then the fiscal deficit also may go up in this budget, okay, under various pretexts of a difficult situation of the global environment and a looming global recession, which in my prior videos I mentioned there's a 100% chance of a global recession. So all these may come about all in this budget. It's going to be quite an action-packed budget, I would say. But I would say I would call it, even before, you know what happened? I write many times in the newspapers and op-eds, and then I, read the titles of what the various stalwarts in the industry writing, growth-oriented budget, action-oriented budget, whatever. So I don't even know, and I'm not privy to the budget. But definitely, if you were to tell me that please make a title and keep it ready, I would say Union Budget 2023, please all budget. So do join Premium Plus and get a full benefit in advance. And the number to get in touch, 9820861044. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a great week ahead.